Hey everyone, welcome to week number 7. And this week we're going to continue with blended learning. You're going to continue working on your signature assignment. And there's a couple themes that are due. The first one is you want to make sure that you participate in the Flipgrid discussion. On the discussion this week, you're going to be able to choose from different articles that are coming out of Edutopia and that address blended learning. And ideally, you're going to see some examples that you can either put into play if your place of work is facilitating those types of experiences. Now, the next big thing that you want to work on is you want to provide updates to the class on how your signature assignment is going. You're going to see there's 2 different discussion boards, the same ones that we had last week, except this week you're going to go ahead and provide another update for it. Let's see. Sorry I was out this past week. I had some family emergencies to take care of, and I just want to leave it there. Now, in the discussion from last week, there was some really great conversations that were based on the chapter that we had read at chapter 6. And some of the one of the largest and most recurring themes was people talking about the impact of blended learning on small group instruction. And so what I want you to really consider when we're talking about that is if you're doing blended learning, what does that free you up to do, and how that can free you up is potentially one of the greatest impacts. Now, I did my doctorate here through CSU Bakersfield, and when I did my doctorate, I had the opportunity to take a class with Dr. Pam Bianchi, who was she was an assistant superintendent and an employee dedicated to the Panama Buena Vista School District for over 20 something years. And in the class, she actually talked about uh, helping lead turnaround schools and what those efforts were. And within that construct, one of the places that she was talking about was the Castle STEAM School. And at the STEAM School, they have a dedicated lab. They have multiple instructional specialists that would work with project-based learning. And one of the things that she had told us in the class was that the most powerful piece of the project-based learning was that it freed up teachers to meet and plan together more while the students were with the instructional specialist. And so I think that gives you a little bit bigger of a systemic view on what you can do with blended learning. So, for example, in our readings or in our Flipgrid, many of you had talked about how blended learning gave you the opportunity to work in small group instruction. At the systemic level, Dr. Pam Bianchi had mentioned that blended learning had given the staff at some of these schools the opportunity to collaborate more and plan and work more towards the learning experiences they had. Now, that's in a nutshell. Is it more complex than that? Yes, it definitely is more complex. But those would be some great conversations that I'd be willing to have with you all, whether it's based on the readings or any other experiences that we've shared. So don't be a stranger. Reach out and have a great week.